Thank you, Caleb. If you were part of the class of any part of 2010 to 2020, please stand. I want to thank that decade for fighting the hard battle. We're here in this building to celebrate this building now. Thank you for the hard fought battle. As we move into our final decade, or our current decade, of outstanding Bearcats, I would like to recognize the daughter of our city manager. I saw John somewhere. Anyway, there you are. Hey, John. Anyway, his daughter, Lillie Connet, will represent who is in the class of 2023.
Best for last, right?
Yeah.
I was Mr. Wilkins' last senior class president, so we have a little special relationship. But I was hearing all those stories from the other classes, and I just couldn't help but think, you would never let us do that. We didn't have nearly that much fun. No, we did. We had a great experience. Hendersonville High School is undoubtedly a special place, and each Bearcat in this room is lucky enough to share really similar fond memories. Yet 3 words distinguish the 2020s, or at least the first 6 years, from all the rest. That's COVID, construction, and conclusions. So first is COVID. I'm going to start in 2019. The 2019 school year commenced as expected with the fall football season, unforgettable homecoming week, and the beginning of spring sports. But on March 13th, 2020, I'm sure you all remember it well, both the nation and HHS experienced unprecedented closures. The school year ended with online assignments, a drive-through graduation, and lingering uncertainty about what the following year would bring. Unfortunately, the 2020-2021 school year began just as bleakly as the previous one had ended, marked by daily Google Meets and long silent afternoons spent working independently at home. As regulations loosened, students began attending school just twice a week on an A-Day, B-Day schedule, and by February 2021, every Bearcat sport was permitted to resume all at once. As a cheerleader, I remember Cooper King, who was a soccer player and the football team's kicker, sprinting off the soccer bus like half naked, changing clothes, getting onto the field of the football game ready to kick. The basketball game had an impressive season as well, advancing all the way to state finals in the midst of all that. By the end of the 2021 school year, most students had returned to the Stillwell building for in-person instruction, but construction was about to disrupt their learning once again. The old gym, or the Rock Gym and V building, had been demolished. The Stillwell building was closed and a new building opened for its first school year. In the meantime, those students spent the majority of their days in trailers. Strange smells, long walks in the rain, tornado drills that left us outside, not inside, and even the occasional trailer rat became defining features of the year. Still, despite these inconveniences and the continued use of masks, students were grateful to experience something close to a normal school year. So although COVID and construction feel like defining moments of this decade, I found it harder to recall the details of those years than of my conclusive year, which happened to be Mr. Wilkins' conclusive year too. COVID was now a thing of the past and construction had concluded. The class of 2023 was able to paint the senior steps, which was an opportunity that had been placed on hold for the class of 2022. And the year began in true Bearcat fashion. Homecoming banners were dropped from the roof of the newly renovated Stillwell building, an elaborate medieval banquet was held in the auxiliary gym, and the class of 2023 took the stage in the school's 100th senior play, Hairspray. The end of any year is bittersweet, but this one felt especially so with Mr. Wilkins' impending retirement. Despite the disruptions of the previous 3 years, Mr. Wilkins, alongside the dedicated staff of HHS, ensured that our experience was just as meaningful as all of yours. I look back on my time at HHS with deep fondness, often telling others that my high school is truly a special place. Anyone who knows me knows Hendersonville High School. I hope we all continue to work together to preserve what has made it so meaningful for each of us. How lucky are we all to share such a special experience?